So this is example number 2 on streamlines. Let's get started. In this example, example 2, consider the following case. You got vector velocity v minus 2yi plus xj. And what you will have here is that you have v, you will have u is equal to minus 2y, v is equal to x, w is equal to 0. Okay, then again, what you could do is you could say you have a function that's going to, you're going to have, you will have d of x respect to vu is equal to d of y divided by v. It's only a two-dimensional problem, so this will completely give you dx divided by minus 2y, and this is going to give you on this side dy divided by x. Okay, so just using a small mathematical trick just to simplify my equations, I can either cross multiply, probably that's easier, or I can just take on both sides of my equation and I can multiply by 2 times xy. If I did that, then you can show that on this side you will end up with minus x dx. On this side you will end up with 2 times y dy. So we take this equation and now we write it again, and we're going to integrate on both sides again. This is x is equal to 2y dy. Okay, or another way to do this problem is I can bring everything on one side, and then this will become 2y d of y plus x d of y is all equal to 0. I can integrate on both sides, and I find this is x. So if I integrate on both sides, I can show that that's equal to, this is the same as taking the integral of 2 times y d of y plus taking the integral x times y is equal to a constant, and we will call that constant k for the time being, and the integral of this is equal to, let me write this equation again on the next page. So this integral is nothing else than y squared. This integral is x squared over 2, and this is equal to a constant. And again, like I told you, this is a constant, right? And this constant k, but that constant can be anything I want it to be. So I would like that constant, let's say that constant to be b squared, okay? So if I do that, then you immediately start seeing, oh, this is starting to look like an ellipse. It looks like an ellipse. So this is equal to over 2 is equal to b squared. I could divide by b squared on both sides. B squared divided by b squared divided by b squared. And then what you will end up happening is this is equal to 2 times b squared plus y squared over b squared is equal to 1. And this is an ellipse. And so if you want to know what the ellipse looks like, the equation of the ellipse is x squared over a squared y squared over b squared, let's say c squared. So in comparison, I can show that a is actually equal to 2 times b squared or a is equal to square root of 2 times b. Or I can show that c squared is equal to b squared, comparing this side with this side, so it's equal to 1, then c is equal to b. Okay, so if I keep moving on, you can further show, then again, this is nothing else in an ellipse, and you know what equation, you know how to draw ellipses, right? So here it actually looks maybe something like this. Okay, and then if I put different constant, different values of b, I will get different functions, and this is what maybe goes in this direction, maybe goes in the opposite direction. But then this is what your streamlines look like for this particular problem. Okay, so this is example number 2.